The weather is warm, the sun is shining bright, and we have traveled all the way to Ypsilanti, Michigan to show you the best of the Michigan Brewers Guild Summer Beer Festival.
I am celebrating the Michigan Craft Brewers Guild Summer Beer Festival. This is the Super Bowl of beer.
Glub, 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 glub. It's become a July staple for Ron and I to head up to Ypsilanti, and this year they did not disappoint. With over 1,000 different beers to try, you can spend hours upon hours looking at all the great breweries that Michigan has to offer. With tokens in hand and beer on our minds, we stopped at our old friend Crankers to start the day.
I'm James Crank, owner of Crankers Brewery. We're out of Big Rapids, Michigan. We got 2 satellite locations, one in Grand Rapids, one in Mount Pleasant. Right now, you guys are drinking our Ill Connect. That's a double IPA. That's actually a celebration of our new hop contracts that finally came through after 4.5 years of waiting. So this was a big deal for us to get the Mosaics, to get the Simcoes, to get the Amarillas, to get the Citra hops of the world. And we put all these hops into the Ill Connect double IPA. So you're gonna get this big, citrusy, fruity, just hop aroma and flavor profile that's just gonna take over your palate, and it's gonna have a nice, clean, crisp, hoppy finish. You have to try it, have to smell it to really be able to tell what it is, because this beer is a special beer that we're celebrating our hops with. So enjoy, guys, and let me know how you like it.
While we didn't get to try all 1,000 beers at the festival, we can surely say that Cranker's Ill Connect Double IPA was the best IPA we tried that night. It was juicy, super tropical, and had a great smooth hop flavor. As Ron and I kept looking for new breweries and unique beers from the state of Michigan, we ran into Eternity Brewing, not because of their sign, not because of the people out front, but because of the name of this beer, Star S'mores, Episode 4, A New Mallow.
First of all, I'm a huge nerd and have been obsessed with Star Wars since I was in middle school when I found out that Star Wars existed. So with that, a lot of our beer names are kind of nerdy. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. There's some hidden meanings in there that some people have no idea about, but that one's kind of obvious. We created the beer, just started talking about maybe doing like a marshmallow beer, and we're like, oh, we can make a s'mores beer. That'd be great. So we made it. It's a brown ale base, so then we can kind of get the marshmallow and graham cracker characteristics to come through on it. This is actually something that our brewery sergeant came up with, and he was like, he thought about it and he told me that what he thought the name should be, and he knew that I would say yes, because I was like, obviously that's the name that we have to name it. And then from there we started talking about it further, and this beer's been going over really well. A lot of people really like it. And so in the fall winter time frame, we're going to make an imperial version, and so that one's going to be episode 5, The Mallow Strikes Back. And then we're going to barrel age that, and when that comes out of the barrel, it's going to be episode 6, Return of the Mallow. Gotcha. So we're super excited about this.
Dana's not the only one excited about these beers. Ron and I will have to make our way up to Howell, Michigan to check out the whole Star S'mores lineup.
So you're starting at the far right, and you're trying to get the best prize, obviously. Oh, it's stuck. Wow. It's stuck.
That's the secret.
There you go. Oh, it's close. I got a 4.
Speaking of excitement, we had to catch up with Witch's Hat brewer Ryan to figure out why his brewery had the longest line in the entire festival.
Yeah, we brought quite a few crazy barrel-aged beers today, and it's kind of what we do normally at Fest. So we got a bunch of bourbon barrel variations of our Night Fury. Dragon Tracks is our big one. We also have Cookies and Cream, Chocolate Espresso, and Vanilla Bean, and that's really driving that line. Also new to us this year, we have our Batch 500 Sour Train Hopper. So it's kind of the first time that this has ever been available. Us kind of playing with Brett and starting to get into that American Wild kind of category a little bit. So I think that's drawn a lot of attention as well. We're just passionate beer nerds. So we like making fun beers, good beers. We like playing with a lot of barrel stuff. We do a lot of barrel aging. August 27th, we have Fury for a Feast, which is a huge party for us. We release over 20 different barrel-aged beers, many of which are here today, like Dragon Tracks and all these beers. It's a huge party. It's a fundraiser for Gleaners and Blessings in a Backpack. We've raised $16,000 and over 3,000 pounds of food over the last 3 years, and it's just getting bigger and bigger, so hopefully this year we'll even smoke that.
While Dragon Tracks and the other Night Fury barrel-aged beers were a lot of fun to try, their Wine Barrel Goza took our medal home for the best sour beer at the festival. Of course, no Michigan Summer Beer Fest would be complete without checking out the crazy antics of the guys over at Dark Horse Brewing. These people always have something fun. Last year they were shooting shirts out of cannons. This year, they toned it down a bit with a little ode to the Mackinac Bridge.
The Mackinac Bridge is, that wonder that we all love to go across, and it's a cool structure, and it represents Michigan. We're all diehard Michigan people, and it's always fun to build something big and crazy, and the Mackinac Bridge is big and crazy, so we try to bring as many fun beers as we can. People come to these festivals, to try new stuff, have a good time. Instead of putting out the beers that they can get all the time, we try to bring as many new or beers they can't get. So I don't know if there's one that, we were really looking forward to putting out. There was quite a few.
No matter what your beer preferences are, of 1,000 beers, there has to be one that you like the most. So we took to the streets and we talked to some of the festival goers to see what beer they thought stood out the most.
Enjoyed the sour wood from Sherwood.
All right, Kyle?
I'm going to say the same thing. It was a special pour tonight. It was really good.
All right, and Ron?
I really love the Dragon Tracks from Witch's Hat. High alcohol, but it was sweet. And I also love the Kuhnen's Blueberry Triple.
Favorite beer today? Toasted Marshmallow Milkshake Stout. Try saying that 4 times fast, kids.
Jasmine Green Tea IPA from Bee Nectar.
That Fetch Brewing Co. Barrel Aged Triple IPA.
My name is Fritz, and my favorite beer is Dirty Blonde by Atwater Brewery.
Okay, my favorite beer was the Sheboygan Black Cherry Porter. I think that's what it's called. It was really good.
I liked the Bell's Mango Habanero Oberon. That was awesome.
I liked Ascension Rye Barrel Aged Scotty Nose in Crown Royal.
The Cherry Hard Cider by Sheboygan.
We are celebrating all of the great beers in Michigan, and there's so many good ones. It's like picking my favorite child. It is so hard.
Well, if you're like Hopman and you love all things Michigan beer, make sure you make it to the 2017 Michigan Brewers Guild Summer Beer Festival in Ypsilanti. You won't be disappointed.